The buzz around the team is really picking up. If you're a diehard fan, you've likely picked up on the fact that some major decisions are on the horizon that could drastically alter the direction of the franchise. From major inquiries regarding the offense to crucial decisions that might unfold in the offseason, there's a ton going on behind the scenes that could really influence the upcoming season. While some fans are pumped up, others are a bit doubtful. One thing is for sure, the upcoming months are going to be pivotal for this team's future. Today, we're diving deep into all the crucial details and what they could signify for the future. If you're a fan of the team and want to keep up with all the latest conversations, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future updates. The buzz around the Cleveland Browns at the moment centers on a major issue that seems impossible to overcome. Browns fans are well aware of this like no one else. The effectiveness of the offense hinges entirely on the need to bolster the offensive line. The feeling around this has grown stronger during the preseason, and a lot of folks in the Browns community think this needs to be the front office's main focus moving ahead. It's possible to select skilled receivers in the draft. Quarterback debates can go on forever, but if the offensive line keeps having issues, nothing is going to hit its peak performance. The truth is straightforward. Quarterbacks require a solid pocket to unleash their throws, while running backs thrive on having room to execute their plays effectively. If this foundation isn't solid, the whole offensive setup falls apart. That's why there's an increasing consensus that Cleveland should go all in on strengthening the offensive line from every possible direction this preseason. The draft is heating up, and there are analysts out there saying the Browns should definitely not hold back on using those crucial picks to strengthen the offensive line. The idea of using the 6th overall pick on an offensive lineman is definitely on the table, and there are those who think the Browns might take it a step further by looking to bolster that position again with the 24th pick. It might come off as a bold move, but given the circumstances, it could very well be essential. The Browns might look to bring in some new starters for the offensive line, depending on how the roster shapes up and the situation with players like Antonio and others who still have spots available. The free agency period might significantly impact how the unit is restructured. Names such as Tyler Linderbaum are often highlighted in conversations because of the instant stability that a top-tier center can provide to the offense. Linderbaum stands out as more than just another choice. Many view him as a possible game-changer for Cleveland's offensive line. Finding centers of that quality is a rare occurrence, and bringing in a player who can solidify the middle of the line would immediately boost the performance of the whole unit. Names like Elijah Vera Tucker and Biadasz are also in the mix as potential reinforcements, depending on how the Browns choose to shape their strategy. Don't forget about the trade market, too. If Cleveland is serious about rebuilding its offensive line effectively, it will have to leverage every option at its disposal, including draft picks, free agency signings, and trades. A trade for a player such as Titus Howard is seen as a prime example of the bold approach that could speed up the team's progress. It's a straightforward concept. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Approach the issue from every angle until the offensive line no longer stands as the weak link holding back the offense's advancement. The offensive line is definitely the spotlight, but the chatter around the quarterback situation is anything but simple. Shedeur Sanders emerged as a hot topic among Browns fans after showcasing his talent in the latter part of the season. Even with tough challenges like injuries on the offensive line and having to play behind backups and third-string players, there were flashes that hinted at genuine potential. He showcased long throws, mobility, and playmaking skills, though the surrounding circumstances made it tough for him to maintain consistency. However, the prevailing sentiment within the Cleveland Browns organization is that nothing should be given to him without earning it. Cleveland is set to spark real competition for the starting quarterback role next season. Sanders, Deshaun Watson, and possibly another fresh quarterback could compete for the position. Many fans are all about fairness as the core idea. An authentic showdown where the top quarterback secures the role instead of having the lineup predetermined before training camp kicks off. There's definitely some buzz around offensive coordinator Todd Monken and how he might influence Sanders' performance. There are those who think that Monken's offensive system might really tap into Sanders' potential, enabling him to thrive in a setup that aligns more closely with his strengths. This potential has sparked even more excitement and speculation, as fans eagerly anticipate the next chapter of the Browns' offense. Meanwhile, the strategy for building the roster, especially outside of the offensive line and quarterback positions, continues to be a crucial discussion point. The Browns might consider the option of trading their draft pick in the upcoming draft. If the right chance comes along, dropping a few spots could enable Cleveland to gain extra draft capital while still focusing on players who are on the rise, whether that means bolstering the offensive line or bringing in another offensive weapon. When you break down all the action surrounding the team, a single truth stands out. The Browns find themselves at a pivotal juncture where a genuine effort to revamp the offensive line and foster healthy competition for the starting quarterback role is essential. Is Shedeur Sanders the right choice to take charge of the Browns' offense next season? How do you feel about this scenario? The concept of a real battle for the starting quarterback spot might just become a key storyline in the Browns' preseason. If Cleveland genuinely embraces the idea of allowing the top player to seize the role, it transforms the entire atmosphere surrounding the offense. The team is set to kick off the season by putting its quarterbacks to the test, demanding they demonstrate their ability to lead, rather than leaving any questions lingering. That's precisely why a lot of folks in the Browns community think this competition could actually benefit Shedeur Sanders rather than hinder him. Last season, Sanders didn't get that genuine chance. Inside sources and conversations among team members indicated that the battle for the starting quarterback role during the preseason may not have been as competitive as it seemed on the surface. Sanders didn't get the same amount of reps and never had the opportunity to fully showcase his potential in a structured competition for the starting role. The push for fair competition has really taken center stage in these discussions. If the Browns let Sanders, Deshaun Watson, and possibly another quarterback hit the field in training camp, the stakes will rise considerably for the whole team. One name that's been popping up in conversations as a potential boost for this quarterback battle is Kyler Murray. The scenario with Murray is intricate, yet from a financial perspective, it might be a smart move for a team such as Cleveland. Given how his contract situation could play out, there's a chance he might end up on a minimum deal, with another team picking up most of his salary. For a Browns team looking to bolster their depth and competition at quarterback, adding a skilled player like Murray for a minimal financial commitment could be a fascinating risk to take. The key takeaway isn't really that Murray would step into the starting role. His presence would inspire the entire team to elevate their game. As the quarterback chatter takes center stage, the Browns are diving into assessments of various other positions on the roster. Cleveland could really leverage free agency as a key strategy, particularly for bringing in some seasoned talent to boost the offense. The offensive line continues to be a key area of focus, but the depth at wide receiver is another position that might draw some attention. There are fans out there advocating for the addition of a seasoned veteran wide receiver to solidify the roster as the younger talents grow and evolve. DeAndre Hopkins is a name that consistently comes up in these discussions. While he may not be at the top of his game anymore, Hopkins still displayed moments of brilliance and pulled off some remarkable catches last season. His experience and reliability could prove to be a significant asset both in the locker room and on the field. When stacked against other seasoned wide receivers likely to demand hefty deals, Hopkins stands out as a budget-friendly choice, all while providing the Browns with a reliable presence in the passing attack. The draft is set to be a pivotal factor in determining the direction of the offense moving forward. The upcoming class is expected to be especially deep at the wide receiver spot, providing Cleveland with the opportunity to snag some game-changing talent even beyond the first round. Players such as Omar Cooper, Chris Brazzell, and Zachariah Branch are generating buzz as intriguing options for the second round. Every player showcases a unique set of skills, whether it's the combination of size and speed on the wings or the dynamic playmaking talent found in the slot. A player such as Branch would seamlessly integrate into Todd Monken's system due to his knack for generating explosive plays after making the catch. One more approach that could significantly impact Cleveland's performance in the draft is to trade down. The Browns might consider trading down a few spots in the draft rather than locking in on one pick right away. This strategy could help them gather more picks while still landing players that align with their system. This kind of strategy could enable them to tackle several needs simultaneously, bolstering the offensive line while also bringing in talent for skill positions. This strategy has the potential to enhance the worth of every draft selection and speed up the revitalization of the team's offensive lineup. With all these options on the table, revamping the offensive line, fostering genuine competition for the quarterback spot, bringing in experienced players via free agency, and making the most of draft picks, it's evident that the Browns have multiple paths to enhance their roster swiftly. If these moves pan out as fans are anticipating, Cleveland might present a whole new look next season. The defense has proven it can get the job done. Now that the quarterback situation is finally sorted out, this team has a solid shot at making a comeback in the playoff race. That's where the thrill and the discussion truly kick off for Browns fans. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like if you found this analysis helpful, and check out the video now. You won't want to miss the latest news and insights on the Cleveland Browns, delivered straight to you.